Okay, I have to tell you, I found them. The chairs, the ones I've had saved on my phone that I've been scouting thrift stores and estate sales for going on 2 years now. Breuer chairs, the Cheska chairs, and they are perfect. But first, it's raining, we're cozy, and I have a whole little pile of thrifted goodness to show you. Plus a peek at a wellness retreat that my Tai Chi teacher and his chef wife put together, so I knew it was going to be something special. Welcome back to Free Range Cottage. Let's get into it. But first, Koji wasn't too happy about having to go outside in the rain. So my first find this week is this little fish vase, and I already have this blue one that I think I have shown you before. So apparently now I'm collecting fish vases, but I just love that these are quirky and different, and that you don't have to have a whole ton of greenery or flowers to add to them. The next thing I'm going to show you, I want your opinion on. There are these two large canvases that I bought, and I only paid $10 a piece for them, and I'm just not sure. I know I need a large piece of artwork here in the dining room, as I talked about before, but at $10 a piece, even the canvases are worth it. I love the colors, but just tell me what you think. They may just be a placeholder for later. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few things. We went back to that estate sale on Saturday, and everything was half off or better. And so I got these little floral plates. I'll probably just use, this one's in really good shape, but I got them for maybe $1 a piece, a couple dollars. And then there were these two, but I did notice they have a couple little chips, so I will probably use those as plant saucers or something like that, trying to figure out how I could use them. I just thought the colors in them were really pretty, so I'm sure I could find something to use those for. And then they gave me this pillow cover for free because two of the little tassel things are missing, and I could feel that it was definitely wool, and I looked at the content, and yes, it is. It says to dry clean only, but I'm going to try it on a gentle cold cycle and let it air dry. And I've got an insert to put in that, but I just loved the detail on this, and I know how expensive these nicer textiles can get. And it's got a nice zipper in it and everything. And then this little guy hasn't been cleaned or put in its place because it's been raining here so much, but this is a wrought iron piece that usually I do not like glass top tables in general, but this one was so well made, and it's so thick and heavy, and it stays put, that I don't think it's going to blow around or be an issue with it blowing off or anything like that. But you can see the legs are nice. They're not too scrolly. It's kind of a simple finish on that, but it's just such a cute little bistro table that I'm going to put that on our back deck, and it'll be a great thing for coffee in the morning. And then over here, I bought a little metal planter for whatever. I buy a lot of garden stuff, and you can see all the debris and everything with the rain, and there's even standing water. So I will be getting out here. I'm working on my succulent area out here, and I'll show you more of that when I get everything cleaned up and not looking so terrible. But those were a few other finds, and you can see everything is just starting to burst into bloom and green. It's looking really pretty. So I'm not complaining too much about the rain. Show you something over here. I had just picked up this block print piece, and I found this in a thrift store, and I was really excited about it. If you've seen the block print fabrics or wallpapers, a lot of them are done by hand, usually in like India or somewhere, or in Indonesia sometimes, I think. But this is a great piece. They carve out the pieces, and then they put the fabric dye or the wallpaper paint or whatever they use, and they press it. They literally print it on the fabric or the paper. And this is a vintage one, and I found it in a thrift store for $30. I was really excited about that. So that's our powder room door, and our bedroom door is right here, but this is where, you know, guests would walk over to the powder room over here. And then you turn to the left, and here's what I always hated. And if you've seen other videos, I've talked about that our little tiny laundry room is right back here. And it was just open, and there was no way to really put a door there, but anybody visiting could see into our laundry room, and I just hated that. So I finally, after 4 or 5 different sets of curtains, found these that I love. I'll tell you about those in a second. And I had found these on Facebook Marketplace and hung them up over here, and they are just sort of botanical garden vegetable prints, and they have that vintage look. They've got really pretty frames, and I think I paid $25 for the set of 4, but it just really warms up this area. Here's that pillow that I showed you that I got for free at the estate sale. I washed it. I already had a filling for it. And look at the colors, how great they go with everything that's going on here. There's a little bit of purple and orange and green and brown and gray and beige. It's just all these gorgeous, some of these warm colors I'm bringing in the greens. And it just goes to show, if you grab things that you love and if you stick within sort of a color palette. This is kind of my palette now, but I also have some blue in the mix. But this olive green is coming on strong in my house, and they have these in several different colors, and I wasn't sure if I wanted. They did have a gray, they had I think a black and a cream color or a khaki color, but I kind of thought that I would try this olive, and I really love it. It's got these little crosshatch marks on it here. The fabric is thicker, really beautiful. And I don't know if it's like a poly. They were super affordable, you guys. I think they were under $30 for the set. These are the 84-inch. They're a little bit long, but keep in mind we have short, like 7-foot ceilings in this area of our house. And then you can put it on the rod with either, you know, through the casing, or I don't even know what you would call that. It would just go all the way on the rod, or these are like the little tab back, and this gives it a little bit more of a pinch pleat look, which I like, but I think it really gives an upscale look to anything, the pinch pleat curtains. But sometimes I don't want to buy all the, you know, the little hooks and the little doodads and everything that you need to turn it into pinch pleat, and then the curtains themselves are usually a little more pricey. So these were a fantastic buy, I thought. Beautiful, come in lots of colors. Of course, I will link to these in the description, and I will put them right at the top of the description, and I'll try to pin them as the first comment as well if you want to check them out. And if you do shop through my links, I appreciate it so much. And I may make a little small commission, and it helps me to keep going and keep putting out content and sharing everything with you guys. Even if you don't purchase these, but you go through my link, I will still get a commission if you find something that you can't live without, and it's no extra money to you. So I appreciate that so much. Just a little sneak peek of the wellness retreat that Rob and I went to on the weekend. This was put together by my Tai Chi teacher Jason and his wife Charmaine, and there was a sourdough bread making, there was self-defense, there was entertainment, there was Qigong, Tai Chi. It was a great time. I am so excited. We're just pulling out of the driveway. This all happened so fast. I've been wanting to add some vintage mid-century things into the house. And Rob really loves mid-century, actually more than I do, but I like touches of it and kind of like the mix. And I had been looking for some different chairs, and I had my eye on some certain mid-century sort of iconic chairs, and I found 6 of them, vintage, incredible price, but an hour and a half away. So we're pulling out of the driveway on a Thursday after work to go get these chairs. I cannot wait to see them and to show them to you once I bring them back. So here was a picture that the person listing these chairs had sent me. He said they were in great condition, but I really had no idea what I was getting. I knew there were 6 chairs and they were vintage, made in Italy, and they were $150. So we got in the truck after much convincing to Rob. He didn't really know what they were, but after I showed him the history and how great they were and how I had been looking for them, we went and got them. He cleaned the bottom, which was great. And you can buy these new little pieces that go on the bottom part on the chrome. So those were off of Amazon. So just FYI if you ever buy these chairs. And I just so happened to have 4 sheep wools to put on the chairs, which I think just gave them that sort of Scandi modern vibe. And I just really am happy with the look. At first, I kind of wasn't sure, but once I put those on and got them cleaned up and arranged around the table, I just absolutely loved them. Also, we are going to add some casters onto this table so that we think they originally had them, so it'll raise it up just a little bit and give me that little bit of added height with the arms of these chairs that I kind of need. But I'm just really liking the mix of a little bit of modern. Plus we had 2 armless chairs. There were 4 chairs with arms and 2 armless chairs just to have extra, which was absolutely perfect. And here is the table and chairs together. And I put a few thrifted things up on the table. I've got my double happiness jars on there. But you can see just what good shape the caning on these. I'm not having to replace anything. They're in excellent condition. It was a very nice man. He had apparently inherited this entire storage unit full of all these great things from his aunt after she passed away. And she had had them at least 10 years, and they have a Made in Italy stamp on the back of them. So I can't even get a Made in Italy Breuer Cheska chair right now for a modern one for under probably around $250, $300 each. So I didn't think I would ever really be able to get these, and especially not vintage ones. So I am over the moon about it. And there's some of my great little thrifted finds. Those wrought iron candlesticks I also thrifted a while back. I'm always on the hunt for unique candlesticks. So you can see that you can really find your dream pieces if you just keep an eye out. And the key is patience, because I have been thinking about these chairs off and on and kind of casually looking for them. We have Junk Ranch coming up this week, and I thought maybe I would look for these chairs there, but now there's no need. I'm so excited. And in case you didn't know about this table, it's a solid, I believe it's mahogany, and we got that for free. Someone was just giving it away off of Facebook, and we had to put the top back on and do a little bit of, oil on it and such, but they just didn't want it anymore, and I think it mixes great with these sort of mid-century mod looking chairs. So tell me what you think. Does the artwork look good? I know the rug is too small. That's the next thing that has to change. Koji always has to jump in the shot. You probably heard him barking back there. He's complaining to come in. But I know the rug has to change, so that'll be the next thing. So I hope you'll join me again here at Free Range Cottage, and I can't wait to see you next time.